Hey, what's going on, everyone? It's Steven the Laggy Gamer. Welcome back. I'd like to welcome you finally to my top 10 games of 2012. I was really trying to get some games beat in at the last minute. The very last game on my list, I was not able to finish it yet. I'm still working on it, but I'm a pretty good ways in the game to get a feel for it. That's why I've put it on the end. But pretty much all these games I'm going to show you I finished. They were my favorite games that I actually completed and beat in 2012, except for the very last one. And these are all new releases that came out this year. And I played a lot of more stuff this year other than these new releases, but I'm just going to do my favorites that came out this year alone. And there are some I still haven't beaten. I still have uh, East Origins I'm still trying to beat, but I just downloaded it about 2 weeks ago during the summer sale, autumn sale, whenever that was going on. So I just have not had a chance to play that, and I'm sure that would crack my top 10 list easy because I just love the East games. But there are games that came out this year that I just did not get, or did not have any interest in. I'm not going to show off stuff like the HD collections and everything that I got for Zone of the Enders and stuff. Kind of leaving them out and excluding those, but other than that, yeah, I didn't get a lot of the new stuff. I borrowed Assassin's Creed 3 from a friend, so that maybe would have made the top 10, but I'm only like an hour into that, so can't really put that on here. But these are the games that I was able to complete throughout the year and put on the list, so I'm just going to start yapping because I don't want to drag this out forever and forever, and we'll get it started with number 10. And number 10 is going to be Paper Mario Sticker Star for the 3DS. Now, at first when I played this, I'm not big. I don't know anything about the Paper Mario series. I haven't beaten one and played one. I own Thousand Year Door. Kind of ducked into that for a little bit just to see what it was like, and I really enjoyed what I played of it. But from what I'm getting, this is totally different. And a lot of people have said this is different from all the original Paper Mario style games. There's no leveling up. There's no experience or anything. It's just, it almost feels like a platforming adventure stage with some RPG combat in it, and then you fight a boss, so on and so forth. And at first, the game wasn't really hooking me all that much. I wasn't getting too hooked into it. But now I'm in the third world, almost into the fourth world, and it's really starting to hook me now, and I'm really wanting to push through it and finish it because I'm really starting to get wrapped into it and enjoy the game. Um, the lack of RPG aspects is a little disheartening, but it's still pretty fun to be able to avoid a lot of battles that you don't got to waste time with to just go on to the end. You're collecting stickers. I'm not finding I'm having too much trouble to pick and choose what stickers I need to keep. It's kind of simple so far. It's got some really good puzzles in it. The 3D looks great in it in the paper world, so I really enjoyed what I played of it so far. It might even be higher on the list if I was able to finish it. But like I said, this is the only one I did not finish, so I'm going to leave this at number 10. Alright, and coming at number 9 is going to be another 3DS title, and that is Code of Princess. I actually do have the box soundtrack edition, but this is easier to just hold. And Code of Princess, yes, a fun, just beat 'em up game. I did a little review on it. I really enjoyed what I played of this game. Enjoyed playing with my buddy Dustin online and just doing some co-op stuff in it. And the reason it's so far down on the list is it was really fun action beat 'em up game, and the story was really fun, but it did get repetitive. The combat and stuff did get repetitive when you're playing with your character, and after you beat the story, which isn't too long, you unlocks multiple characters you can play with. Now, that's great because I guess that could extend the gameplay for you. That's how you can mix it up. Play with a different character, you get a different taste of what the game could be like. But it just got repetitive for me. It was good enough to make a top 10, though. It is still a great game. It just got repetitive near the end. When playing multiplayer, some of these boss fights, especially like the last 2 or 3 fights on there, are really challenging. Even with almost maxed out characters, they are tough, and that is some challenging stuff. Now, more stuff in the game like that, because there's not a lot of it, would be a blast in this game. Just to have some real tough fights like that to be able to work through and beat with some co-op friends, and fixing the lag issue online would kind of help too. But still a great, fantastic side-scrolling beat 'em up game. Must get. And number 8, which actually isn't, it's a digital download. I recently did a video of it, so I don't have anything to show for it. And that's Thomas Was Alone. Thomas Was Alone, I got that on Steam. believe that came out during the summertime, maybe. Maybe even later than that, or earlier than that, not too sure. But that game was just platforming greatness. Watch my video on it if you haven't. I really, really enjoyed that game. I actually put a lot of effort into that video review of it because I really liked the game that much. The soundtrack's great. You wouldn't think that a game just with little blocks and squares would make such a great platforming puzzle game. It's like Portal, puzzles, platforming. It's just amazing, amazing stuff. The storytelling in it is perfect. I love the narrator in it. If you're into Bastion's narrator and stuff like that, I mean, this is just a great narrator if you like stuff like that in your games. So if you haven't checked it out, Thomas Was Alone for PC. I believe it's for Mac as well. You can download, and I think they're actually trying to get a push to get it to consoles. Not sure or not though. But a great, great game, great soundtrack. That is going to take the number 8 spot on my list. Alright, so we're up to number 7. Number 7, Adventure Time. Hey Ice King, why'd you steal our garbage? Question mark, exclamation points. Really, really great game. I really love the show, the Cartoon Network show. It's an amazing, amazing, funny show. I can't get enough of watching it, but this game really did a lot of justice for the TV show. The adventuring in it, it's really fun. All you can do is pretty much it's a side-scrolling platforming action game. You got your sword and everything. You jump in, you unlock abilities. I did do a little video on this if you want to check that out too. But you pretty much start off with an overworld. A lot of people, like I said in the video, compare it to Zelda 2 style. You start off with an overworld map and you'll go into your towns and dungeons, and once you get into those, you go into a side-scrolling action platforming style type of game. So it was really, really fun. The story in it's really fun. It's hilarious. I enjoyed the characters in Adventure Time. They're just a trip. And just following with Jake and Finn throughout this, it's a great, great adventure. Really short game though, like I said, only about 4 hours, 20, 30 minutes for me to beat. But it was well worth playing. I think there is some secret stuff. I haven't gone through the playthrough again for some secret characters. Don't know. They do have a little teaser at the end, so it is willing to go through and play again because it is that much fun. And I love games that are this short to go and play through because getting older, I just don't have a lot of times with work and everything these days. But I really, really enjoyed this game, and it was great enough to make number 7 on the list, 2012. So, I believe we're at number 6. Let me just do a count. Yes, we're at number 6. I don't want to get lost track or anything in here. And number 6 game I thought would be higher, but I mean, a lot of games came out this year. And number 6 is going to be The Last Story. Really, really love this game. I wish there was if I could score these games on a score basis or points or anything, they'd all be in the 90s to me. 90 and above, and probably only separated by mere just a point or so in how good they are to me. But The Last Story, it was such an amazing game. I really, really enjoyed the simplicity of the story in it. Good guy trying to get the girl, trying to save the world at the same time. Really simple story, but they do a great job of executing it. The characters are really, really great in this game. They're amazing. I love the heroes in it. They just do a good job. And the combat system, though it can be a little bit challenging to grasp at first, I really just started really getting used to it, knocking it out the park. It was nice little feel, new addition to RPGs these days, where they're constantly trying to evolve and do something a little bit different. I think this did a great job of it. So I really, really enjoyed The Last Story. It's another game that you can't believe, like the Wii is pumping out graphics and stuff like this, because it was a beautiful game, especially a lot of grays and browns in it, but there are certain environments that did look amazing in the game when they had added color to it. Soundtrack was great. Game was great. This is a must-own for the Wii. I don't have it anymore here. It's over here. Find the box edition if you can, because it's fantastic. I think you can get this game for $30 now, new on Amazon. So make sure you grab this game and play it. Great story. Now, number 5 on the list. Another one that I just thought would be... We're in the top 5 now. And this is another one I just thought would be way higher on the list, but again, going through the games, it just wasn't. There was stuff that came out earlier this year that beat it, and that is Halo 4. Halo 4, by far my favorite Halo game now, hands down, the story in this is better than any of the first 3 stories. I really enjoyed ODST as well. It even beat that story out for me. And just amazing. The connection you finally get to see between Master Chief and Cortana. Him doing his all to try to save her while trying to save the world again. It's just an amazing, amazing adventure that looks beautiful on the 360. I don't know why we need the next generation yet. I mean, this thing looks gorgeous. Games are still looking gorgeous. We got The Last of Us coming out that looks gorgeous. I don't really need the next generation yet. So this game is like just enough proof that we really don't need it either. I'm still enjoying the online to it. I actually played it last night. Took about a week break from it. Came back into it after downloading the new map pack, which isn't that great all the way, in my opinion. But really, really enjoyed the story in this game. I thought it was a good length. And it's just a beautiful game. I don't know what else I can say about it. Just go check out my video again on it, the discussion on it. My favorite Halo game to date. Alright, I went back and forth with the next two. Number 4 and number 3. But I'm going to go ahead and put number 4, Resident Evil Revelations for the Nintendo 3DS. This, sorry if I'm messing the camera up out of focus and everything. This is what Resident Evil games are supposed to be like. This is the perfect kind of blend with new generation and old school that Resident Evil needs. Not what Resident Evil 6 was. This was the perfect blend. How they kept it on tight corridors. They kept you with limited ammo if you... sorry, excuse me. They kept it with limited ammo if you like played it on a harder difficulty and stuff. The inclusion of the Circle Pad Pro, where you can actually move and aim the gun, it didn't feel cheap to me. It felt like it fit perfect because I was still moving through these narrow hallways where things could get me and trap me and just get me from behind. And it really did have a good scare factor in it. I mean, I didn't really get scared in the game or anything, but it does have a great environment, great setting, a new enemy type that was just a fantastic addition to the series. I really enjoyed the characters in this one. It's been so long, I can't remember the new guy's name in there now. But it was a fantastic, fantastic adventure. Then meeting and playing with old characters. If you have not played this, you got to get Revelations for the 3DS, especially if you're a survival horror fan, because this is what it's supposed to be like, Capcom. This one, do more like this. And I heard they're going to be porting this over, hopefully, to the 360 or PS3. I will definitely get it again, because this was fantastic. Like I said, could have been number 3 on my list, but there was one better than it that is in the same genre. So, excellent, excellent graphics, excellent 3D effects too on the 3DS if you're into the 3D, having it on and off. So, beautiful, beautiful game, a lot of fun. And the raid mode was really fun too, unlocking new guns, leveling up, stuff like that. So, must buy for the 3DS. 3DS was just packed this year, had tons of games. Alright, number 3. Another digital game that I did not have nothing to show for. Actually, they did have a edition you could have bought for it, but I was not able to get one. Hang my head low for it because I really wanted one. But anyways, that's Lone Survivor, again for the PC and for the Mac. I really don't know what to say about that game because it was one of the most mind-blowing games I've ever played. It sits with you for a long time after you beat it. Again, another survival horror game. I did a video on that one as well. You can go back and check that one out. And it's one that really deserves your attention. If you are into survival horror, then this is a game for you. Especially if you're into old school style games, because it is in there's a debate whether it's 16-bit, 8-bit, I don't know, don't care. It's in that bit range. It's those type of graphics. And it's just a beautiful, beautiful pixelated game where you're just going around this 2D environment. You have monsters that you're either fighting, or you can choose to ignore these monsters, or you can shoot them and hunt them down. But ammo is supremely, supremely limited in this game. You have to keep yourself awake. You have to go to sleep. You have to make choices whether you want to drink coffee to stay awake, but it could affect your psyche. You have to pass on sleep. Maybe you don't want to go to sleep. You have to eat in this game. You'll get hungry and you'll have to feed your character, or you can get a game over. You have an option of whether you could take drugs and pills to keep you going in the game, so you don't have to eat. But again, it's going to mess with your mind, and that's what it is. It's like a psychological thrill ride survival horror game. where you're just trying to sorry, just trying to survive this zombie outbreak type deal. Even though I wouldn't really classify them as zombies, but it's just such a great survival horror game with multiple playthroughs because it has multiple endings. Try it by killing the enemies. Try it by sneaking by them. Do whatever you can. It's just fun stuff. It is a must play. The soundtrack is amazing. I had to get that. Uh, the visuals are amazing. The game's amazing. It is a must buy. Please do yourself a favor and get Lone Survivor. They are pushing it to PS3 and Vita, I believe. They're trying to get it on those two platforms. So definitely, if it comes out for those, you must download this game because I'm not kidding when this is a fantastic, fantastic game. No exaggeration. So must play, must buy. All right, we're on the top two. I don't know how long this video's been. I know my throat's getting dry. I'm getting parched, so we'll try to speed through it. Top two, they're both RPGs. One's probably not going to be a secret, but the other one, a lot of people might not have this game this high. Final Fantasy 13-2 is number 2 on my list. It blew my mind. I don't know how much else to explain it. Just with all the hate that 13 had gotten, and I actually finished that this year too. Really enjoyed that one. Just got so much hate, and this was Square's answer to everyone's hate on it. They tried to give you what you wanted, and then people still hated on it. But they tried to give you more of an open world. They tried to give you your towns, the people you want to talk to, which I could care less about that stuff. I liked how 13 was linear and held my hand because it made it easier for me to play through. I'm a rookie at this stuff. But 13-2, I just loved the story in this game. A lot of people thought it was confusing and convoluted. I thought it was pretty simple. Like I said, just check out my video on that if you want to hear anything on it. But the characters in this game, just with Noel and Sarah, they make a good team. People could see them being together. I'm still with Sarah and Snow. I think you should stick by the one who was there from the beginning. But anyways, that's another story. And this just has one of my favorite characters of all time, and that's Kais. He's just an amazing. He's the bad guy in the game, but he's so like my good friend Dustin said it perfect. He's such a great character, and you do wind up feeling just so bad for him near the end. But he's just such a fantastic character. The voicing of him, the design of him, he's just amazing. He's probably gonna be my top 5 characters if I had a list of all time. Probably close to number 1 because he's that great of a character. I'd love to see some type of spin-off game with him in it. It'd just be great. So they did it with Cerebus. I think that's his name for 7. I don't know. I haven't played it, but the Dirge Cerebus game, Final Fantasy 7. They could do something with Caius. Come on, make something happen with it. But such a great story. I really enjoy the combat system in these games. The auto battle really helps you when you want to get on the grind, just to farm CP points. And then just the overall combat, looks of the world. The music, again, is great in this game. Characters. I love the length of the game. You didn't have to pump 50 hours into it to beat it. Good 20 to 30 hours, and I mean, that's a good length for an RPG for me. It did get challenging at times, but it was fun hunting down the monsters to join your party to help battle. I'm not a big Pokemon fan, but it had a little feel, I guess, like that to it, where you can find a monster, you can find a rare one to join your party. And sorry about that quick cut, because I am recording on my phone, and I got a phone call in the middle of the video. So, anyways, check out Final Fantasy 13-2 if you're a little hesitant about it because 13 might not have been your type of game. Give this one a try because this is the better game. It's fantastic. I can't wait till Lightning returns. I really want to see how the series ends or how they continue it going because I'm loving the crap out of it. And number 1, Xenoblade. Xenoblade Chronicles. No need for no introductions. It's a lot of number 1s on a lot of people's lists. There's not much else I can add on to what everyone else has said. It's that great of a game. It is fantastic. I beat it. I normally don't put this amount of time into it, but this game hooked me so much that I want to play it. Yes, it took me months to beat, but it was well worth it. I put well over 80 hours into the game, and there's people who put over 100 hours into the game. But it's that good of a game. I love the combat, MMO style combat in this game because I enjoyed MMOs back in the day, so I felt right at home in them. If you want open world, this is open world as it gets. I mean, it's so big and massive, and it's just on one disc. One little disc, and all this is on there. I don't know how they have a world this big, this beautiful on this one DVD. It's amazing. I don't know how they did it. This is a game that I would, hands down, even though it took so much time to beat, if they had an HD release for this, I'd buy it in a heartbeat because it is that great of a game. I'd love to see, I don't know if you could put another game in this world or setting out again. I don't know. Maybe you could. I would so be into it. Keep the Xeno stuff coming because it's amazing stuff. Combat, soundtrack, environment, the love story in here, the characters. The characters are so wonderful in this game. Of course, they probably have the one or two annoying ones, Riku and stuff you're not gonna like. I believe that's a little. No, I'm thinking of other stuff. I'm sorry. Or no, that is his name. I don't know. Who cares? Fantastic game. It's been a while since I played it. Um, I love every moment. Just thinking about it now makes me want to go back and start up again. And man, that's just a lot of time. And I don't have a Wii that works. My Wii's crapped out, so I need to get a new one. But if you have not played this yet, I don't know if you can still find one for $50. I don't know what it's going for now. Make sure you play this game if you're an RPG fan. I know if you are, you've already played it, and you probably loved it just as much as everyone else. I'm really disappointed by, now I'm getting to a little rant, disappointed how all these award shows, even the websites, IGN, Game Trailers, all these places, I mean, this game is just, like, not being included at all. I'm seeing, like, YouTube stuff, like, bigger YouTube, like Rev3 Games, their site with their top 5 games between all of the people on there. And no one's got Xenoblade. Like, how are people forgetting about these Wii games that came out and they're only thinking of the 360 and PS3 games? So, I don't know. I don't know what's up with places like that not remembering, hey, you did have a Wii, and the Wii did have an amazing game come out for it. But maybe it's because it is the Japanese RPG style, and these are American companies, so maybe it's something with that. They're not into the RPG, so whew, take a breath. That was my top 10. Again, hope it wasn't too long or boring for you guys. Those are my favorite games of the year. There are some I still wish. Tales of Grace's F, like I said, Assassin's Creed 3. I got so many I still got to beat and play throughout this year. It's not even funny. Dream Drop Distance was a close one. I just completed that. I just did a video on it. That was close to making it. So many great games that came out this year, but there's only room for 10 in a top 10 list. So that's my top 10. Here's to hoping for 10 more absolutely great games next year. I can't wait. I'm looking forward to it. We're already starting off with a bang in January with Ni no Kuni, followed closely by Dead Space 3. Ooh, I can't wait for that one. So it looks like next year's shaping up just to be as good as this year. This year was not a letdown for me at all. So thank you for watching. Bye now.